Hello humans, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So it's almost back to school time, right? So I figured for the people that are coming down to Alcorn State, y'all are going to need to know a couple little things, right? Right. So without further ado, here's everything you need to know about Alcorn State University. And if you see me looking down, it's because my phone's in my pocket. There's a lot to remember, so yeah. So let's start out with location. Alcorn is literally in the middle of nowhere in Mississippi. It's in Lorman, which I'm going to put a little map right here, show you guys where it's at. It's close enough that you can drive to other bigger cities to get what you need, but it's far enough that you have to drive unless you go to Jack's, which is the on-campus gas station, but there's not groceries there. So yeah, you get what I'm saying. You pretty much need a car. Student body size is pretty small, but it's not small enough that you're seeing the same people every single day. If I had to estimate it, I would say there's maybe, I don't know, 3,500 kids on campus. Maybe less than that. As far as applications and stuff, to my knowledge, it's free to apply. You can apply by mail or online. I applied by mail through my principal, but that's a different story for a different day. You get admitted after you send in all your supplementary stuff, so your SAT scores, your high school transcripts, and anything else that they might need, like your social security and your immunization records. As far as orientation and registration, orientation is where you go to register for your classes. You meet a few new people, but you don't meet all your new friends there, so I wouldn't go to orientation expecting to meet a whole bunch of people and be friends with everybody. That's what the group messages and Twitter and Instagram and stuff are for over the summer. Move-in day. So the freshmen and transfers move in first. Everybody else moves in after that. So if you're a freshman or a transfer student, you're lucky because you don't have to move in with everybody. They give you an inspection chart when you first get there. So basically how it works is you get to your dorm and don't start unpacking yet. Just go straight to the dorm, and in the lobby there should be some RAs sitting there. And pretty much what happens is they're going to ask you for your registration form. You need that registration form saying that you're registered for classes in order for you to check in for your dorm. So once you give them that form, they're going to give you a form that's an inspection chart. Basically, you go up to your room, you make sure that nothing's broken, nothing's chipped, nothing is damaged at all. And then you bring that form back down, and then they'll give you your keys and everything, and then you can start moving in. Also, on move-in weekend, they have a bunch of activities for students to get to know each other, to get to know the campus. And I would also suggest that you get to know where your classes are over that weekend. So dorms and residential life. They give you a selection form online where you get to pick which dorm you would rather be in, but it's first come, first serve. So it really all depends on when you got accepted and when you are transferring in or moving in or whatever. So anyway, this selection form asks questions trying to pair you up with the right roommate. So it asks basically, do you like the room hot or cold? Are you an early riser? Are you someone who likes loud music? Are you someone who has guests in the room? See, I'm not crazy. Look at her. Get down. Get down. Lily, no. Lily, no. Don't hiss at me. Get down. See what I deal with? What was I saying? Oh, I was talking about the selection form. So yeah, basically they try to pair you up with somebody that you're actually going to like. They don't like to just put you with somebody random. So even though it is going to be somebody random, they don't like to put you with just a random person. Now, as far as your dorm choices go, for females, you have Robinson, Burris, C, D, and female honors. To stay in female honors, you have to have a 3.0 GPA, and I think that's the only requirement for you to stay in female honors. But it is a Jack and Jill style bathroom, which basically means that you and your roommate share the bathroom with another girl and her roommate. So there's two rooms. There's a room right here and a room right here, and they connect right here, and the bathroom and stuff is in the middle. And then Burris and Robinson are both community style bathrooms, so you have to share the bathroom with the entire hallway. And C and D are both new dorms, what we call the new dorms. C and D are both what we call the new dorms. They are basically private bathrooms, so you and whoever is in the suite with you share that bathroom. So there's no more than 4 people sharing the bathroom. Robinson and Burris don't have elevators, so if you're looking for some place that has an elevator, I would not move into Robinson or Burris. But everything else does. Now for the males, there's Lot, Revels, A, and B in the new dorms. So Lot and Revels are both community style bathrooms, which I explained earlier. You share it with the entire hallway. And A and B are the new dorms. Again, that is the same thing that I just said, where it's no more than 4 people sharing that one bathroom. You share it with your suite mates. And so, yeah, there's no elevator in Lot. Revels does have an elevator, but it's old and janky. And then A and B both have an elevator. Now, for all the new dorms, like I said, they have private bathrooms. They come with the TV in the living room. And they come with the fridge and a microwave. There's 4 people to the dorm in 2 separate rooms. So there's a room right here and a room right here. And the bathroom is going to be like over here somewhere. Like it's like an apartment almost. If you're in any other dorm, you have to bring your own fridge and microwave. Now, community bathrooms are not that bad. They actually are better for you if you think about it. Like, if you're one of them people that don't like to clean the bathroom, go live in the community bathrooms because they clean those every day for you. The only thing you have to bring is your own toilet paper and paper towels and like hand soap and stuff like that. The downside to those is that they can be pretty gross sometimes depending on who you live with. So it's really a 50-50 chance of whether or not you're going to like it. Now, for laundry in the residence halls, every single resident hall has a laundry room except for Robinson and Lot. Now, for Robinson and Lot, they have to walk over to either Revels or Burris, which is not that far of a walk. It's like a 3-4 minute walk, depending on how much laundry you have. But, fun fact, I dropped my phone and broke the screen on my way to Burris one time coming from Robinson, so it can be a deadly walk. The whole hall shares laundry, so it's not just the hallway, it's the entire hall, everybody that lives in that dormitory. So, yeah, and we do pay for laundry. It's $1.25, I think, to wash and $1 to dry, so you just load it onto your gold card and it takes it right back off when you do your laundry. So, yeah. There are vending machines in every hall except for Robinson, and yeah, so you can get your late night snack on. Now, what is this thing called visitation? Basically, visitation is certain times when boys can be in girls' halls and girls can be in boys' halls. And basically, if you're caught with the opposite gender in your hall, you get fined $150 per person. So, pretty much don't get caught or just don't do it at all. And, yeah. Wi-Fi is not the best, but it's a thing. It still works. It's not that bad. Some days when there's a lot of people on there, it sucks, but for the most part, it's pretty good. And teachers understand when the Wi-Fi goes completely down and like something was due. Usually they'll extend it out a little while. Usually for the most part, it's pretty good. It's campus Wi-Fi. I mean, what can you expect? It's good for Hulu and Netflix or whatever. And it's also good for when you got to do your work. So there's not much to say about it. Now, meal plans are something else. There's a lot to say about meal plans. So how it works is you get a certain amount of meal plans with a certain amount of flex. Okay, so the one that I usually do is the 7 meals a week with $450 in flex because I don't really eat at the caf that much. I would advise that if you're not going to eat at the caf that much, that you do that same thing because then you get better food with your flex. But that's up to you. So pretty much what happens is, like I said, you get a certain amount of meals with a certain amount of flex money. There's food on campus, which is obviously the cafeteria. Breakfast is usually the best meal of the day just because it's more predictable and it's better food. You get like bacon, pancakes, waffles, omelet line. It's really good, but you got to get up super duper early to get into that and make it to class. So lunch is pretty good too, but it all depends on what day you go. Like Fish Fry Friday is really good. It's always good because there's Fish Fry Friday. And then Chicken Wednesday is always good, but it's really hard to get in there and get what you want because sometimes, well, all the time, it's a mess in there because it's a fashion show. It's a really big party on Chicken Wednesday. So if you're gonna go to Chicken Wednesday, get there early, get there dressed down to the gods, and do what you gotta do. Dinner is very much a hit or miss meal. Sometimes it's really gross and sometimes it's really great. It really just depends on the day. And there is an app where you can go ahead and check and see what is going to be at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm going to put it right here. And yeah. Other food options on campus where you can use your flex. Simply Tokyo, which used to be a breakfast place. They used to do like pancake platters and bacon, egg, and cheese and stuff like that, but they switched it over to a Japanese/Chinese restaurant. It's pretty good. It's got sushi. They got like orange chicken platters and stuff like that. It's pretty good. Check it out. There's Pizza Hut, Sub Connection, which is basically an off-brand Subway, so you get your sandwiches and stuff from there, and Starbucks. Food off campus, basically if you go to Port Gibson, Natchez, or Vicksburg, which are the 3 closest cities to where we are, you can get Sonic, McDonald's, full-size Pizza Hut, so you can get like a full pizza if you want. And then there's Rose's Cafe in Port Gibson, but no one really goes there, but I do. It's pretty good. And then in Fayette, there's a full-size Subway. Gold Card. Gold Card is basically how you do everything on campus. That's how you get onto campus. It's how you get off campus. It's how you get into your dorms. It's how you get into the caf. It's how you use your flex for Simply Tokyo, Pizza Hut, Subway, Starbucks, all of those. And it's how you go into the game room as well. So without your gold card, you are nothing. Basically, the first gold card is free, but once you need a replacement, I think it's $25, and you have to have your license on you. So pretty much don't lose your wallet, because if you lose your wallet, you got to jump through a bunch of hoops to get your gold card and stuff. So, yeah. Professors and class sizes. Class sizes are pretty small for the most part, unless it's a really hard class like organic or something like that. Organic classes and like microbiology classes tend to be really, really big, but not like 200 kids big. Like, I'm talking no more than 50 people. So none of your classes are ever going to be more than 50 people, unless there's like a seriously extenuating circumstance and something, the world is about to end if everybody don't get in this class or something like that. So, yeah. Professors are pretty cool for the most part. They're really understanding, and they understand where you're coming from, and they try to be one-on-one with you as much as possible, especially in office hours. So, just talk to them like they're people, and you'll be okay. Now, cars on campus and parking. A parking permit last semester was $40. I know that much. So it's $40 and it covers the whole year, which is good because most schools want $55 a semester, and I'm not with that because I'm poor. Parking is really horrible, so don't come expecting to get the best parking space ever, because it's really not. This ain't that party. So you're not going to have the greatest parking spaces. Once you find a good parking space, I would advise that you walk to class, honestly, because as soon as you leave out of it, somebody else is gonna whoop right into it. I do advise that you bring your car, but that's between you and your parents. Everything is so far, and you don't want to have to bum a ride off of everybody all the time. And so I advise that you just ask your parents, do some convincing, because you don't want to have to convince somebody else to bring you to Walmart every 2 weeks, or you don't have to want to do all of your shopping in bulk either, because my first year I didn't have my car and I had to do all my shopping in bulk, so I was spending $200 and $300 at a time. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys for today. If you like this video, don't forget to go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and while you're down there, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, comment down below any other questions you might have for me, because I'm here. I am an open book. I'm here to answer y'all's questions, so go for it. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.